Hello, y'all. It's time for the Sea Dragon podcast. This is episode 13. We're gonna dive right into this one. You got a lot of stuff going on tonight. We got Super Bowl talk. Alright, that's always a good one. We got Grammys, and some other stuff. A couple would you rathers and whatnot to keep your mind racing. So buckle up. We're in for a ride tonight. It's a real treat. Get ready to set sails with the Sea Dragons.
Yeah. I only looked, but I never touched. 'Cause in my heart was a picture of us holding hands, making plans. And it's lucky for me, you understand what a girl wants, what a girl needs. Whatever makes me happy sets you free. And I'm thanking you for knowing it.
All right, welcome to Sea Dragon Comedy, episode 12. My name is Josh.
This is Brian.
This is DJ DeJustin.
And this is Kevin. What's up, fellas? Let's get on with episode 12 here. Get right into talking about the Patriots winning the Super Bowl. We all called it. It happened. Woo. We are champions number 5.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, dogs.
Everyone who didn't see that one coming.
A lot of people, I think, at first, especially at the halftime. I think a lot of people bailed out.
Yep, I thought we were gonna lose 100%.
Oh yeah, you were Mr. Negative Nancy.
I never am like that either, but it was so bad. I was like, "Fuck this game. This sucks."
Josh, you were pretty bad after 7-0 though.
No, it wasn't.
Game over. Game over.
It was not 7-0.
It was like 7-0.
Dude, no way. It was when they had when they went up 21-3. I started, or the pick 6 at least, and then 21-3. That's when I was like, all right, fuck this game. That was an awesome game.
We couldn't look at our phones because Brian's TV was like, I don't know how far behind,
delay,
a minute.
I think it's like a minute, if that. But
But that would have sucked if we saw the ending before we actually saw it on TV. If we saw it on our phones,
And what would have sucked too is at
going nuts.
what was it, like 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the TV went out. We had to listen to it on the radio.
no, there was more than that. It was because that would have been the end of the game if there was
Right,
5
that's
minutes left.
awful. That sucks. Did your internet go out?
Something
Yeah,
happened.
something happened.
We turned on
So-
WEEI and started listening on the radio.
That's what I heard.
We're all huddled
Which
around.
was actually
it was a lot of fun. We actually
Which was actually
live feeds,
it actually was pretty fun, and I was like, holy shit! Like this is what people had to do when there was no TV. They just
Yeah, that's what everyone had to do in like
It
the
actually
70s,
ended up
80s.
So actually,
like. Don't get me wrong, I'm not happy it happened, but it was pretty cool that it did happen.
once the TV went out, the radio started kicked on or whatever. That's when we started winning. We started coming back.
Yeah,
It was like a full reset of everything.
Yeah.
Everybody's mindset. We kind of
And
just
we were-
like the TV went out. We kind of just said, all right, we're
So-
going bare bones right now. We're probably gonna lose this game, but we're raw dogging it.
it was crazy because we all stood around the radio, and then after the actual broadcast came back on the TV, none of us sat down the rest of the game. We all
In the
stood
same exact
around the
spot.
TV, standing in the same exact
Well,
spots.
You forgot to mention
I
too,
kept having
Brian.
to go
we,
get waters.
we had to put it on someone's phone for a little bit too. We tried that.
Yes,
Jeez.
on Justin's phone. Yep.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Josh,
So
it was
basically,
a mess, but we got through it.
what we're saying is because Brian's internet went out, and then because you guys never sat down, that's potentially why they came back and won.
I think
No,
that's
it's because the Falcons had terrible play calling.
No, I
No, that's
I
not
think
why.
that's
It's-
why, Brian.
I think
That's
it's
part of
it's
it.
us. We were the
The
driving
other
Yeah.
part
force.
was Kevin. You were holding the lucky football.
The
Me and
I
football.
John
was.
too.
Oh yeah, I had that thing grasped. I was
Me and
not
John
letting
were-
go.
persistent about going outside to play football at halftime. We're like, John's like, we got to reset. We got to like start over
something.
again. We got to change it up, guys. We're doing something wrong. Me and John switched seats like halfway through the second quarter. We went outside, played football, like just me and John. Couldn't even see the ball.
You couldn't see the ball at all. It was
Came
dangerous.
inside.
I went inside.
Came inside and then like started throwing the ball around each other in the house more and more dangerously. We're like,
Jeez.
I said, we can't drop this ball or else they're gonna lose. So we were just screwing around. Finally, Kevin ended up with the ball, and that's when we started coming back. We're like, Kevin, don't you let go of that ball.
I almost gave it
Actually,
to Brian
John gave
too.
me the ball. No, John gave me the ball first. And that was when they scored 28-3. And I was like, I don't want this fucking ball. And I threw it on the ground. John's like, no, Brian. I was like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I picked it up and gave it to Kevin. And then he held on to it the rest of the game. And we ended up winning.
Well,
That
that's
was your
definitely
experience, Josh.
that's definitely the reason they won. But I was in Florida watching with Dave, which was awesome because we were in Florida, majority of people were Atlanta fans, and but they were only Atlanta fans because everyone hated the Pats, A, and I think B, because Atlanta was close to Florida, and then also ATL. A bunch of people kept saying ATL, and I was like, well, that has nothing to do with football, but okay. It was like they're rooting for just ATL because it's in fucking rap songs. We were at Hooters restaurant, and me and Dave were at the bar, and it was like an old one. So the cooks were all right behind the bar, behind the TVs, and they were flipping out. There was one Pats fan that was a cook. The rest were all Atlanta fans, and they were screaming and like going nuts. And I was just screaming right back at them too. They were so pissed off, but they just kept saying ATL, and I was like, "Fuck you! Like you're not even from Atlanta, most likely. You know what I mean? And you're just rooting for them because you hate the Pats, but more than probable than not, it's just because fucking ATL." Yeah. And I'm not gonna get too into that, but well, I think you can put it together.
There are tons of bandwagon fans.
Yeah, I'll put it this way, Josh. If the Yankees and I don't know, fucking the Marlins or whatever, who it could be the Yankees and anybody in the playoffs.
Yes.
And in the World Series, whatever, I would boo the Yankees all day long.
That's what I always said too. The Uber we took home, the guy was awesome. He's like, how can you deny it? Like they're the best football team of all time, this and that. And I used that as an example too. I said that too. I go, listen, we're huge Sox fans, and that's like being the Yankees in the World Series. The exact perfect example, right? It's the dark side. You hate them because they're good. It's simple as that, you know? But I still have like people that are like, oh, Tom Brady's the worst. No, you still have to have respect for him. Like Derek Jeter was, in my lifetime, the best shortstop. Okay. Yeah. I'm not saying of all time, but in my opinion, in our
as a career,
and maybe of all time for a full career, probably the best shortstop.
He's definitely top 10.
You know what I mean? Easily, probably top 5. But I'm saying in my life,
he's too aggressive. But yeah, I think so too.
In our lives, I think
definitely
he's
top 5.
In our lives, he's the best. Like Dave kind of was like, I was like, Dave, I know you're gonna say Nomar, but honestly, he did not have that. He didn't win. I think Jeter won 4 or 5 World Series.
Right. I mean,
think so.
Come on.
Putting winning aside, Jeter still lasts longer, and he put up every single year. Nomar did have a few like insane years back to back, but we didn't win or anything.
Right.
You can't take it away from him, but he
2 or
didn't
3
have
years
longevity.
before we won our first World Series, he was on fire. He was nuts. And then we traded in the year we won.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't have won though. Probably if we didn't do that for sure. We wouldn't have.
Yeah.
But once again, like when Derek Jeter was playing, it was one of those things where you're like, "Fuck you, Jeter," and you hate him, but just because they're the Yankees, right? Yeah. Especially when we're Sox fans.
Yeah. Yep.
So, I get it.
Feels good to be on the winning
side. I understand why people hate us.
It always does. Yeah, I agree, Justin.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Yeah. I think the best part about the whole
good one.
The whole game and all about the Patriots winning is just the fact that Goodell had to do all like the ceremonies and stuff like that, hand out the trophies and
yeah,
his face.
That was so fake though for him, like smiling and stuff.
Oh yeah, but you could easily tell in his face that he was like, "Oh, I fucking hate my life right now. I really wish none of this would happen." But he deserves it. He's a piece of shit. So.
Yep. And Josh, you said that the bartenders hated you or something when you were there because you were a Pats fan or something. You said they kept yelling.
No, just like the cooks and stuff. Not really the bartenders.
The cooks.
They don't. What do they? Well, I don't want to say what do they know. They're fucking Hooters waitresses, but really, what do they know? They didn't really care. They had no idea what was going on.
Gotcha. No, I thought you said they hated that you were Pats fans or something.
Not
you
really.
Said you were yelling back at them or something.
It's weird that there were a lot of Falcons fans down there.
Because a lot of people, the cooks behind the bar. It was them that we were yelling at because they were right behind the bar.
I just feel like a lot of people who moved down to Florida are from New England. I don't know, you hear about that all the time. There's a lot of Red Sox fans.
Yeah.
So you think
definitely. Yeah. I mean, we saw some. Don't get me wrong. We saw some, but it was mostly, mostly Atlanta. And I don't know, like, it is what it is. Yeah. Best football team of all time.
Yeah.
So, best Super Bowl of all time.
Yeah, we might as well just never watch a game again.
Greatest Are we gonna ever watch a game that's that exciting?
I don't know. We thought that 2 years ago that we would never see a Super Bowl that exciting ever again, and then this came 2 years later.
Every Super Bowl they've been in has been so close. So we haven't had any blowouts yet. I'm looking forward to a blowout for the next one.
Justin and I got the shit end of a stick with that, huh? With the Super Bowls, because we go to the one in between the two best Super Bowls in NFL history.
Yep. And we went to probably one of the worst.
Yeah.
With our
bottom four.
and our favorite team played in both the two best. That's awful.
Well, next year we're going to Minnesota.
Well, no, skip next year and then go the year after because
it goes Minnesota, Atlanta. It's in Atlanta the year after, and then Miami. That sounds pretty good.
Will Smith, welcome to Miami.
So if Brady can hang on for 3 more years.
Oh, yeah, he signed through 2019, so it's 17, 18, 19. I think he'll play it. I think he'll play. As long as he doesn't get hurt, he'll play at least 3 more seasons.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
What do you think
As long as
Tom
he's
Brady
playing,
got?
we have a chance to get. Yep.
What do you think Tom
What'd
Brady
you
got
say?
Giselle? What do you think Tom Brady got Giselle for Valentine's Day?
Hopefully nothing.
Yeah, seriously. Well, I mean, he's got a ton of money. You could afford anything. I bet he just gave her one of his rings. Said, "Here you go, baby. That's what I got you. Go." Just gave her the
He
key.
probably bought her. I know. What does she need? She can buy anything herself.
She has more money than him.
He probably made her a homemade card.
From the
Homemade
heart.
card.
with construction paper and crayon.
At that point, what else do you like? I don't know. Like that's what I would do. I'm gonna get you a homemade card because you can buy anything that you want, and this is literally something from the heart. I don't know.
That's the thing. I mean,
Dude,
this is going to be one of our topics today. Is how Valentine's Day is basically a scam. But I don't understand why adults, grown men and women, buy each other gifts if they've been going out for a year, fucking a day, whatever it is. If you're an adult, you should be able to buy the shit that you want. You shouldn't have to have your. I mean, because especially if you're sharing in a bank account or sharing money, whatever, buying a gift for your wife or significant other seems a little retarded to me.
I mean, all you're doing is just giving money. Like, you're just being a great consumer. That's all you're doing.
Yep.
And just feeding into this fucking bullshit and giving all these corporations more money so that all these CEOs can buy bigger boats. That's all you're doing.
Yep.
You're not really, because half the time, I mean, like you said, you can, if you need something, you're gonna go buy it, or if you need something together, you know what I mean, you're gonna go buy it.
Yeah,
it's simple as that.
Conscious
Like,
decision to go together and do all this stuff.
like,
yeah.
right. And my thing is too, is like, don't fucking tell me when to do this. Like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to surprise your girlfriend, fiance, wife, whatever, with a gift or a trip or something, do that on your own accord. You know, like, dude, I went just to Market Basket grocery shopping, and they're on the PA, like, talking about buying flowers, and we got sale on balloons and flowers and this. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, and then I had to run to Walmart, get something, and the aisles were just empty. Like, it was like probably 6 aisles you could tell that used to be filled with Valentine's shit, all wiped out. Like, take it easy, everyone.
Yeah,
I was in
Wegmans on Monday, and they had a huge. They only usually have like one table set up for their floral display inside their floral area. They had 5 tables jutting out into the middle of the aisle,
Jesus,
covered in flowers, and there's probably 20 dudes in that one space buying flowers.
So stupid. And honestly, too, like,
fuck. It was
on Valentine's Day they are.
Yeah, they jack
but
up
every other day of
prices.
the week, you can get a fucking dozen of roses for like under $10, and then Valentine's Day they're like, oh, they're 60. Well, that makes sense.
It was I think it was $50 for a dozen roses.
Yeah,
which is absurd.
Cards are expensive regardless for a fucking card.
Yeah,
but
$5.99 for a basic greeting card.
Yeah.
And then happy
honestly,
Valentine's Day, huh?
In my opinion, like, if you're, like you said, Kevin, too, like, once you're with each other for enough period of time, especially like if you're to the point where you're sharing a bank account and stuff, you're going to be financially responsible. That would be like a dickhead move on behalf of the female to be like, really? You didn't waste money on flowers for me?
Right.
Like, no, I didn't fucking do that. Like, if anything, buy like a legitimate gift they can use or something, if at all. Then that's different, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Justin?
I think, like, if you're gonna spend any money at all, it doesn't have to be that day. Just if you're doing it for the reason for the couple, like to stay together as a couple, show your love, do something together, go out to eat, but it doesn't have to be on that day just because it's
a
holiday.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You know, you do it on your goddamn anniversary because that means more to you than who fuck the world.
Exactly.
You and their birthdays, because hey, you're another year older, like, you buy something for them. You know, I mean, Christmas isn't far behind Valentine's Day, but at least, like, Christmas, I get it, like, it's different because there's other shit around it. Some of it is religious, but still, it's a different feel, in my opinion. You know?
Yeah, no, I agree. It's still
by the way,
heavily commercialized, but I mean,
and by the way, you don't get fucking work off for Valentine's Day, so it's not a goddamn holiday. Honestly, it's not a recognized holiday.
The most I usually do is a card. And this year I did more than that. But to be honest with you, I was going to get the gift regardless of Valentine's Day or not. So I just included it on the gift.
What'd you get her?
For that day. Huh?
What'd you get her?
It was
not safe for work.
The Charge HR.
What's that?
Fitbit Charge.
The noise it made?
Charge 2.
It fits, she bits.
I'm choking my water.
I bought Taryn a cookie from Wegmans, and I bought her a small thing of flowers. I mean, not like a roses, but like a table display that's actually sitting in soil and stuff like that. I like that. I mean, I like flowers too. It makes the apartment smell nice. So, I think I spent $12. I think, which is
exactly. That's perfect. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I don't like hay flowers, but I just think they're pointless because they just die. It's stupid.
They're pretty and they smell nice.
I think if you were to like plant shit, that's different. But I don't know.
We have no place to plant anything. Our patio is not really accessible.
I don't know.
Yeah. So like I said, regardless, like I was gonna get that anyways for her. It just happened to be that I got it and gave it to her on that day. So because otherwise it's usually a card and something like you did, Kevin, with the flowers or something. You know,
you should have waited till today to give it to her and be like, "Fuck society, do what I want."
I hate social norms.
Jeez.
I think last year all it was a card because I hate it. I think it's stupid. She does too. It shouldn't be. Why is it one specific day that you?
Well, you still got a card though. Like, get nothing. That's my thing. Like, if and when I'm in another like a committed relationship, I feel like that's one of the things where we'll be like, "What's your feeling on Valentine's Day?" And hopefully, which they probably will, because it's gonna be a cool person. They're gonna be like, "It's stupid," and I'll be like, "Right." So, just listen. We're getting each other 0 things on that day. Make another day or an anniversary day. Simple as that, you know?
Do we know what Dave did for Kate? Did he send her any roses from Florida?
I have no idea. I didn't ask him. I don't know.
Probably.
I bet he's probably did something because it's her favorite holiday.
Probably shipped her cat.
That's outrageous. So, like, it can't be. Come on, like, it shouldn't be our favorite holiday. You know,
it's ridiculous. I mean, women.
Yeah, but I bet you. Yeah, women. It's different. I bet you there's a lot of women out there that it's their favorite, which is weird. I don't know.
Some girls will freak out if a guy doesn't say anything or do anything on Valentine's Day. It's like it's a relationship ender for some people.
Yeah.
Deal breaker.
You know what day was last week? Pizza Day.
Yeah.
That should be a holiday.
Is it Margarita Day tomorrow?
Margarita Day?
Isn't that Cinco de Mayo?
I thought it was Cinco de Mayo too.
I read that it's next week, I think.
Oh, you're right, Brian. It's a separate thing now.
I feel like who makes up these holidays?
Well, that's my whole point too. By the way, is like all these like National Pizza Day, National Margarita Day. You know what? Valentine's Day, in my opinion, I treat it equally. Treat it equally.
Does Facebook make up these days, or is it actually written down on a calendar somewhere that someone like Webster?
You can submit any day you want.
Yeah.
Anyone can make a holiday.
Yeah, like if you go on websites, like each day there's like multiple things.
So if I went on and said today is National Dicks Out for Harambe Day, and I can go outside and whip out my dick and I can't get arrested
because it's not 2016 anymore. We're all done with that. But we can make like a National Sea Dragons Day or something, whatever we want. Like,
oh, we should definitely do that.
National Adopt a Dragon Day. I mean,
Massachusetts Commonwealth has Patriots Day now. Like New England Patriots Day.
Yeah, we have 2 Patriots Day now. It's awesome.
That's confusing. Supposed to do? What's the day of the Pats one?
They did it the day of the parade.
Last Tuesday, yeah.
Is that like a date now, or is it just like that?
Mayor came on and said it during the
with like a plaque and stuff.
Are you shitting on my dick, guys? Come on, that's so stupid. It should only be if they win the fucking Super Bowl. You have a parade, and that's it. You're not gonna do that every year. It's fucking dumb.
No days off.
And I'm a Pats fan too. It's stupid.
No, it's pretty dumb.
Unless you win. Well, especially if it's in February, right after the Super Bowl. So then next year, if they go and lose, I mean, yeah, cool. We're still gonna be like respect, but like I don't need a day to tell me.
Yeah.
I hate everyone.
The thing, if we're not going to win the Super Bowl every year, so celebrating Patriots Day on a year that we don't even make the playoffs or something like that will be awful. Why celebrate it? Or like, why even have it?
Yeah.
I guess it's to remember how good we were at this point in time or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we're not bandwagon fans, so we're always fans though. But I don't need a day to tell me to celebrate them. You know. Yeah. That's just how I feel.
No, I'm in the same boat there, bud. Let's move on.
Makes me heated.
Yes, very very nice segue on that one. Would you guys rather live without internet or live without heat and AC?
Internet.
Wow, I'd say internet.
I would say internet too. Could you imagine? So it hasn't really been super cold the last couple of days, but last week it got down. I think it was almost negative temperatures last week. If you didn't have heat, you'd be dead.
Yeah, but once again though, yeah, but I think they just mean like I think it's no like air conditioning or heating like out. So you have to like have fireplaces. Obviously, you have to make your own heat.
Yeah, you'd figure out your own.
Oh, fuck that! No internet. I mean, I'll take that.
Yeah, well, if that's the case, then I'll say yeah.
Right, I would imagine. I think it's more of like because air conditioner, it's not. You know what I mean? It's obviously like it's
summer.
No, I just think like at this point in time in your life, wherever you are, if you have a fireplace or not, you have to pick one. You would automatically be put in a house with a fireplace.
You would or wouldn't?
Wouldn't. So like if you don't have a house with a fireplace right now.
Well, I have to pick no internet then because I die.
Yeah. Same here then.
You know what I mean?
I mean, well, you could survive if you just bundle up, but it would suck.
Yeah.
You could also buy a pellet stove.
So you could just turn on your oven. If you don't pay for gas, I don't pay for gas.
Are we going with no? So. Yeah, but now we're saying that's what I mean. Like, are we going like just like you? See, I feel like
we
you
always
pick,
do
like,
this.
I know.
Nothing makes any sense.
They don't define it. Like if it's like you said, if it's like no heating elements at all, like no way to warm you up, then that sucks. But if it's like it's just no such thing as like modern heat and modern air, because I took it as that because air conditioning's like semi-modern. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of took it as like no modern heat or AC.
You know what I would do actually? I just thought of this. I would take no heat or AC and use the internet to figure out how to keep warm.
Smart.
Google is your best friend, or YouTube.
It's really.
I would take heat and AC and figure out how to make my own internet.
Oh wow, big tough guy here.
No, that was just a kind of inverse to what you were just saying, but.
I'd rather live without the internet.
I think so too, because first of all, your mind would be more free.
Well, I have no, screw that. I have a fireplace, so I'm going without.
Okay, well, fuck you. I'm still gonna go no internet. You just come home from work, take care of stuff around the house, read a book, go to bed. Simple life. Go to the gym, no distractions.
How are you gonna go to the gym without a playlist on your phone?
You don't need it. You have to play music that's already on your phone.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if you had music. I have to stream mine through Spotify, so that'd be kind of fucked, I guess.
Well, you can still use your computer to like do. You have to buy CDs, I guess. You have to
rip them all on your computer.
You have to upload CDs. Yeah, well, first of all, you have to find a store that actually still sells CDs because you can't buy them online. And you have to rip them onto the computer and then put them on your phone. That's the only way to get them at the gym.
That's a lot of work.
No, that's what we did back in the old days.
Yeah, that's what we used to do. But then again, cutting wood is a lot of work too. Do that.
Oh, you're saying no internet?
We're saying, how do you listen to music at the gym? And I said you'd have to rip CDs like the old days.
Then we're trying to figure out where you would
if there was
CDs.
No internet, right? You're saying if there was no internet.
And
fuck. Because you got to think there's like zero internet. So don't forget, I would assume no like GPS too. So like directions now.
You'd have to
use maps.
Old-fashioned map and atlas. Yeah.
I'm kind of in, man. I think I'm gonna go no internet. You know, because we were real little. We didn't even once there was like dial-up internet. We didn't even really use it for anything.
So I didn't have internet until I think I was a senior in high school. Really, I mean, we had dial-up, but you could only use it for half an hour a day without jacking up your phone bill, and you couldn't do anything back with dial-up. So we didn't get high-speed internet until I was almost in college. So I could live without it, the internet if I needed to,
But is it just you that's not going to have internet, or is the whole world not going to have internet? Because if it's just you that doesn't have internet, you're going to live in your apartment forever. You're never going to make enough money because you don't have the resources everyone else does. You have to go to places and file literal papers to like find jobs. You have to call people. You can't just go on and like send your resume to like 18 different companies.
Dude, so what, man? There's people. Yeah, but you already have a job. You're fine. Like there's people that don't use the internet at all that are like all over, like a lot of people probably over the age of 65, 70 especially. Some of them, I know that there are probably a lot of them are retired, but they function every day just fine. They probably don't use internet at all.
For me to build a living, to build like wealth for myself, it'd be tough.
I mean, maybe not for you, like in your field. You know what I mean? I mean, for me, if it just disappeared, like I would just be like, hey, I can't get emails anymore. Unless I was able to access it at work, that'd be different. But
I guess
just for work stuff.
Well, I'm saying, I don't want to be at my place forever. Like I'm just thinking like down the future. If you're locked into somewhere where you're good the rest of your life, that's cool. But I want to see what else is out there.
So if you want to move to if you want to move to like California or something like that, and you want to look for apartments, I wouldn't have any idea how to start if I didn't have the internet. You have to and how would you find if you wanted to find a travel agency or whatever? Not a travel agency, like someone who sells like a retail place in California. You wouldn't know how to find.
Dude, you just go to a goddamn real estate office. Go in the phone book or go ask around. Go to a real estate office and be like, "Hey, you got any apartments for rent?" I mean, I understand most people post on like Craigslist and online, but dude, there's places still that.
Yeah, but no, I'm not talking about around here because it'd be easy to find retail space or anywhere here. But if I wanted to move to California, I feel like that would be a huge pain in the ass.
You'd have to find somebody who knew somebody in California, because you can't just look up a phone number.
You're saying to find like an apartment, like a place to live?
Yeah, so like if you wanted to move cross country and you'd
have to just
have
go.
A new job, you'd have to just go. Like, yeah, I guess that's what they used to do in the old days.
It wasn't that long ago. Like I understand that everyone else has internet, so it's
that was almost 30 years ago, man.
My whole thing is like if you don't and other people do, you go to a real estate office, they're not going to be like, this is the guy that has no internet. I can't use the computer. So technically, you're all set. You just say, hey, look this shit up for me. Find me a place. And even if no one in the world had internet, it would just go back to how things were. Like the whole entire world existed just fine until the fucking basically like late night. You know what I mean? Like where really stuff started booming the 2000s with internet. So.
Like I said, I'm going without the AC and heating because I have a fireplace and stuff. Will be fine.
We couldn't podcast, but
no.
Well, we just have to meet all together to record it.
No, we
could have someone upload it.
Record it on a tape player.
Yep.
We have to broadcast on a radio station. Find a college radio station.
I'm still going no internet, guys. I can rough it, no problem.
Yeah,
I could too. It'd be no problem for me, but why rough it when you don't have to?
But if I'm allowed to get a fireplace or like Brian said, like a pellet stove or that's still a heating. That's heat though. But if it's like man-made, like a fireplace, yeah, then I would do that because I have no. I mean, it would suck, like you said, chopping a ton of wood and gather it, but it'd be worth it. If, it's just like getting a cabin like up north, which I want to do someday. I might not have heat. You get a fucking couple fireplaces, chop some wood, be a man. I don't know. I could do either, no problem. Not no problem, but I could do either.
Yeah, no. It'd be pretty fun. It'd be pretty fun trying to do it without trying to live life with it.
I think honestly though, Justin, to your defense, I think it's more what would be the hardest adjustment right now in our lives. It'd probably be internet, even though because we become
we're so reliant on it.
So reliant, and at least we would be able to adjust enough. But people that are born after the year 2000 even would have no idea.
All the millennials would all die, pretty much.
They would all die. Yeah, literally, I feel like
yeah,
it would just die. They'd be like, I don't know what to do. Hey, I need my phone. They just die. They just start dying. Terrible.
I was having this discussion at work yesterday, basically talking about how millennials are so much different from the Generation X, and this guy was lumping people that are our age. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but a millennial is anybody born after the year of 2005. So we're generation Y. Millennials are anybody born after 2005.
You're wicked wrong about that.
No,
we are millennials.
2005. They would have to be 12 years old or younger.
1991.
We're millennials, dude.
Sorry, if you were born before, I think I'm wrong on the dates, but 1990, I think 1991 is a cutoff date for Generation Y. So anybody born after that, I think, is millennial. So we are Generation Y.
I know. I hear it's like anyone who's 18 to 35 right now. Like, you had to be young at the turn of the millennium. That's what it was, like the year 2000. You had to be anywhere from like 10 to 25 years old or something at the turn of the millennium. And I'm probably off by a few numbers too, but I know we are millennials.
Yeah, we are.
Like, we're at the very end of it. We're like in the older part of it for sure. But
it says demographers and researchers typically use the early 1980s as starting birth years and mid 90s to early 2000 as ending birth years. So technically, if you're born before the year 2000, you're a millennial, which is weird, but I think it's just a.
So what are the kids that are born after the year 2000 called then?
I looked it all up too before. I think it's like
post-millennial or some shit.
Okay,
I don't
know.
So
I'm technically I wasn't wrong. Generation Y and millennials are the same thing.
Yes, they are.
Yep, the same thing.
What is the list of generations? I got it right here.
Oh yeah.
So
Generation X, Generation Z. There's Z, because Generation X, Y, Z, and millennial is just another term for Y. But for some reason, I agree. I feel like it should be another term for Z, the way people act. Like, I think that's way too big of a
comes after Z then.
What are they going to do after generation? What do they come after? So it goes Lost Generation, GI Generation, Silent Generation, Baby Boomers, Generation X, Millennials, and Generation Z. And
first of all, it's all arbitrary because they just pick random years. People are born every year, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like I feel like anyone in the 80s, like us and stuff, like I wouldn't say I'm in the same category as people born in the late 90s. Like, go fuck yourself. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. I mean,
the
even
Lost
people
Generation is 1883 to 1900.
That was my favorite one.
I remember
that's
that
the generation that came during World War One.
I think after Generation Z, that might be it. Maybe is that what they're hinting at?
I think that's the end of the world.
That's the end of the world, probably. Yeah.
Mayans were off by a few years. Mayans predicted millennials. They would end the world.
Says here, Generation Z is anyone typically starting the birth year that ranged from the mid-90s to early 2000s. And as of yet, there are little consensus about the ending birth years. So they haven't even finished off what Generation Z will be.
Jeez.
It's going to be getting kind of close, because if it starts in the early
2000s
mid-90s to early 2000s, I mean, we're already almost 20 years into it, so... And I don't think most generations don't really last. I mean, I feel like, every 20 years or so, it's a generation. But yeah, I mean, we are considered the worst, the worst generation so far. I mean, I would probably
that's what people have been saying back into history.
I think we're the
damn kids and their rap music.
I think, like, honestly, like we're like it's pretty close, but I feel like everyone that's like over. I feel like 25 is a cutoff right now, ish. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we're like the last people that kind of actually fucking get it. That's just my opinion. Not all do in their late 20s or early 30s, but I feel like most do.
Well, we don't get our parents' generation. The end of it before we started getting internet and all the new stuff. So we got the previous lifestyle before. You're right, but even they had like television and stuff, and the generation before them didn't. So it's like everything always changes.
That's
so
true.
It's hard to say.
Yep. The human race is just getting worse and worse. So prepare, guys. Prepare.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Elon Musk said we have to evolve. We have to adapt into machines, or else we're doomed.
Robots controlling humans.
We will be robots.
He's just saying that because he wants to make money.
Terminator will happen.
Exactly, Brian.
He's like a real life Iron Man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
All right, well, what do we want to talk about next, guy?
I think Brian wanted to talk about the Grammys a little bit. And pretty much, since we're talking about shitty people, we could talk about shitty
Get ready
people
for the gossip segment.
Seriously.
So talking about really shitty people, our generation, but I guess celebrities haven't really been as shitty as they have been now, but I don't think they really had a chance to be shitty people back then, because entertainment's only been around for, or at least modern entertainment's only been around for a couple, 50, 60 years.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we definitely have the worst. We definitely have the worst generation of pussified actors and actresses. Entitled.
Oh, for sure, without a doubt. I mean, the Grammys sucked, anyways. They fucked up on multiple levels. The first thing that was so dumb that everybody's freaking out about is Beyonce. And
oh my gosh, she's so good.
Queen Bee.
How she's pretty much acting like she's the last person in the last woman in the last 250 years or so that has been pregnant. Not only that, but maybe the last celebrity in the last 250 years that has been pregnant, and everyone's fawning over it, and I don't know, just her performance was just stupid. If you guys saw it or can look it up, it's way over the top. Pretty much, she had her mother out there talking about motherhood and not I don't know. Come on, get real, people. Everybody has kids nowadays. I just don't give a shit, honestly.
I hate when people say
there
that
shouldn't
being
be a performance all about that.
But that's a Bill Burr joke, but it's awesome.
What is it? Actually, I think I might have heard that too. But yeah, it's unbelievable.
So funny.
You can say that's the hardest job. Have you ever seen the Alaskan crab fisherman or been a lumberjack?
That's what Bill Burr.
Oh yeah.
That's what Bill Burr talks like. Bill Burr's like, I thought roofing in July as a redhead was hard, but I guess bending over at the waist and putting DVDs in the DVD player that hasn't beat. It's just so. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous, but
obviously, parenting can be stressful, but it's not the hardest fucking job in the world. I mean, come on.
Well, I mean, I think it's just different in a sense. It's probably more mentally agonizing than physically, but
it's hard.
You have to do it for 18 years or whatever, or as long as your kid's alive, I guess.
I don't know because I don't have kids. I can't speak, but all I do know is all I do know is Beyonce is highly overrated in my opinion. She always has been. Honestly, she should have just went away when Destiny Child went away. She's not any better. She sucks.
Well, I think she's the reason why they went away.
Yeah, she's an asshole. I hate her so much. Honestly, she's not good at all. She's so overrated. And Lady Gaga is underrated, in my opinion. Honestly.
I love Gaga. I definitely want to see her if you guys are serious about going.
I mean, I would think about it if it was affordable, because I think she's going to put on a hell of a look at the Super. We didn't even talk about it. Look at the Super Bowl performance. She fucking crushed that. And honestly, I was like, yeah, she'll probably be pretty good, better than Adele at the Super Bowl. Let's be real. And she fucking killed it. And she's actually singing while flying around.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that they had her jump from the top of the stadium coming down.
Yeah, so I guess that that whole first part was pre-recorded. Because they had a no-fly zone and they had all the drones and stuff that were out there, so all of that was pre-recorded when she jumped from the very top of the stadium and stuff. Regardless, it's still pretty sick, but I guess that was pre-recorded before.
Oh, so that wasn't live? The audio or her jumping?
Her jumping from the top of the very top of the stadium.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm out then. That sucked.
Never mind.
That definitely takes away.
That's
what I thought it was.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard, and because they had the drones and stuff at the same time when she was doing that, and it was all, I guess, pre-recorded. That's what I heard. That
makes sense. Yeah.
Because of a no-fly zone.
Wait, no-fly zone? It was a fucking dome. What do you mean no-fly zone?
It's a retractable.
So it was open?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that didn't even look real. Behind her, the cityscape. I feel was that put in and then edited and put in? I feel like it was, because that looks so perfect.
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember. I'm not sure.
You guys rewatch it. I was like, I forgot it was retractable, Brian. So I was like, it's a dome. So they must have just CGI'd that in. And even though, the roof was open during the Super Bowl, the roof was open.
Yes.
Okay. So
I know people who went that said it was open.
Okay. Well, I still feel if you look at that video again, the cityscape is perfect.
They say that they opened it at halftime, actually.
But that was pre-recorded anyway, so that tells me that she must have did it another night, or she did it early morning, or that day, and they CGI'd that cityscape in there because the cityscape is like perfect. Like that makes no fucking sense. But anyway, she actually killed the performance. That's just like a opening thing, you know. She didn't lip sync. She was flying around, and then she killed it at the Grammys with Metallica too. She knew the whole song.
That was awesome.
What song did she sing with?
Well, that was the other thing. "Moth into the Flame," one of their new songs.
But didn't the mic not work? Something like that.
Yeah, that's the other thing that the Grammys fucked up with was the sound and everything. So, well, first off, they didn't even say that it was Lady Gaga and Metallica, or Metallica and Lady Gaga. They didn't even mention Metallica's name before the performance, or let alone that it was their song. They just said, "And now Lady Gaga." And when they came out or whatever, James Hetfield's mic was off as well. Like, it wasn't working at all. So Gaga had to pick up all the lyrics from, like, and knew them.
That's pretty awesome, though. Well,
that's what I mean.
I'd say they probably rehearsed the song 100 times, though, so she had to know it.
Well, in a sense, but like sometimes though, if you're doing like a thing like that where you're not joining in, they'll just learn their parts. You know what I mean? Like, and she knew the whole fucking song, not even her song, and then she ended up
a talented musician. So
she's really talented.
She actually crowd surfed too.
Yeah,
so credit to that.
I used to hate her, to be honest with you. I used to hate her, honestly. Like, I was like, she's junk. Like, she was just like annoying with like the meat dress and all that. It was too much. You know what I mean?
Statements are a little weird, but her music.
Yeah, but she's a good performer, and she's doing better nowadays. So that's good.
The thing that gets me is, I feel like there's always some kind of fluke, technical wise, at an event like this, like the Grammys, Oscars, whatever it be. And I feel like the production crew has to be better. How does that happen? It's one of the biggest entertainment events in the year. You gotta have that on point.
Yeah.
People suck, man. They really fucked up, though.
I'd agree. They even did it like the whole Adele thing, her swearing and stuff. Like, granted, she shouldn't have done that, but it was due to the technical error. She couldn't hear the music in her earpiece or whatever. So.
Is that what it was, or did she just suck?
No, she was covering. Who was it that died? George Michael's song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
And I couldn't.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and she slowed it down like it was like a love song. It was much slower than what he did singing it. But regardless, like 10 or 15 seconds into it, she swore and then stopped the song completely and said, "I apologize. We need to restart." And she had like a band behind her and stuff. And
no, Brian, it was like it was like a minute and a half in.
Yeah. It was it was a while.
I saw it.
You're right.
I didn't. By the way, I didn't see 1 minute of the Grammys, and I was perfectly fine with that. It was just what I heard, like on the radio and then media and stuff. And I watched the YouTube clip of it. It was like well over a minute, and she like swore. And she's like, "Can we restart this? Because I just want this to be perfect for him. Like it should be perfect and stuff." And
what swear did she use? She say fuck?
I think she said fuck. Yeah.
I think she said fudge.
Can't do that.
No, I agree, Josh. Like, honestly, the only reason I was watching was for Metallica's performance, and then they couldn't even get that straight. So I didn't know. They don't tell you when people are coming on, so I had to keep switching back and forth, and it was just
Brian, don't lie. You wanted to watch it. You watch stuff like that all the time.
I really didn't.
By the way,
that's the worst to watch.
I just went on the next day, same thing, and I watched a 4-minute clip of that performance, and I was like, okay, cool. So you could have just done the same thing.
Yeah, I guess I could have, but I would rather live without internet, remember?
Oh, sure. All right.
Granted, I said live without AC and heat, but and then I guess last but not least was the stupid ass performance with, I guess it's not really a performance, but they had Neil Diamond singing Sweet Caroline.
Why?
Right? That's Neil Diamond, right?
Yeah.
They didn't actually only have him singing it. It was James Corden with like a cutout car and like 12 celebrities behind it, like Faith Hill and Jennifer Lopez and a bunch of people pretending that they were sitting in a car and singing Sweet Caroline.
Yeah,
and Jennifer Lopez didn't even know the fucking words to the song.
Because he does carpool karaoke, so they were doing a play on that, right? And none of the celebrities knew the words, I guess.
None of the celebrities knew the words of the song.
Like, way to go, Grammy.
It was awful. Like, he was like, "How about J-Lo?" And she was like, "Yeah, sing it." Like, it was just awful. It was terrible.
That's why I don't watch it.
I hate celebrities. Yeah, well,
celebrities.
They all have to be better.
That whole Grammys is like honestly just a show. It's just a performance. They don't even like hand out any awards.
No, they definitely do.
They do, but it's barely any. It's just act after act after act on stage. That's
how long was it?
I think like 3 hours. It was
it used to only be like an hour long. It never.
They want as many viewers as they can get.
Yeah, they used to be just like a couple performances by a couple artists, and they would hand out the awards, and that would be it.
They had so many.
Convoluted and.
I couldn't even name all the people that did perform. It was like ridiculous. Adele, I think, performed twice. Metallica performed. That stupid Beyonce thing. Sergio Simpson performed. Katy Perry performed.
Maybe I'm a firework.
So many people that performed. There was even more than that. I can't.
Potential wedding song, by the way.
Yeah.
Katy Perry Firework. That's in my top 5 if I ever get married.
Nice.
I'd marry her.
Nah, I feel like she's an idiot.
She's probably pretty dumb. Her balloons are so nice, though.
That's awesome.
Moving on. Would you guys rather be able to teleport anywhere you want to at will, or be able to read minds of other people at will?
Teleport.
I think teleporting would be pretty awesome. Just be like, see you guys, poof, gone. But being able to read minds, I think, would be more advantageous if you wanted to be kind of devious.
True. Like you basically could rule the world if you could read minds, right? If you think about it.
I would think so, yeah.
For the most part. I mean, you could take... take huge advantage of it. But at the same time, like, I don't know if I'd even want that, because then you just, like, know what everyone's thinking whenever you want, and you'd probably overuse it. And it would just,
I think you would overuse it at first.
Yeah.
And then eventually you'd learn how.
Well, what did Mel Gibson do?
Yeah, he didn't have control of that in that movie.
What women want? What did Mel Gibson do? What a great reference to what women want. What a classic movie. Top 9 of all time.
Classic movie.
It's top 3 Mel Gibson movie.
Easily top 3 Mel Gibson, if not the best of all.
I think it's his best work. Yeah,
it has to be. You know, good Alan Hunt's in it. Are you kidding me? Like, killer performances in that movie.
I can't even say anything nice about that movie.
No,
I'm trying to lie about it.
Yeah, it's awesome. I could watch that movie every day for the rest of my life.
I haven't seen it on TV in a long time, but I think the last time it was on, I was just cruising through channels. There was literally nothing on. I had nothing else to do or whatever, and I just watched it. And in the end, I just sat there thinking to myself, why the fuck did I just do that? I could have done literally anything else. I could have drawn. I could have read a book. I could have helped out charity. I could have done anything but watch that goddamn awful
clearly
movie.
You were entertained. I mean, it's a captivating movie, you know?
You could say that about almost any movie. Like, I'm going to watch Sharknado 4 tomorrow, and that movie's going to be garbage, but I'm going to be captivated by that. I can't wait to see what happens.
I didn't know that was coming out.
It's on Netflix. We just saw it the other day.
Wow.
So
that's terrible. Hopefully Mel Gibson's in it.
They got a lot of C-list. They got Mark McGrath to go in the last one.
What?
Yeah, fucking
Sugar Ray.
Yeah, Sugar Ray.
Mark Cuban was in it too.
Mark Cuban was also in it. Yeah. Who else? There's a couple other actors in it.
Wait, in the fourth one or which one?
Mark Summers, I think, was in it, wasn't he?
Mark Cuban was in the third one.
Wait, is Sugar Ray in the fourth one or the third one?
No, he's in the third one. He might be coming back in the fourth one. He didn't die in the last movie. He's actually one of the heroes.
That came out.
Who else was in the third one? When it got into space, right?
Amy, not Amy Smart. Tara Reid. She's in all of them.
Oh, Tara's in all of them. But I'm talking about the singer.
Jeez, how'd they afford her?
They sold out some of her bad implants.
What singer, Brian?
The cast of Good Morning America was in it too.
No way.
Yeah.
Jeez, what's the budget for this movie? Like $1 billion? How do you afford all these A-listers?
Who's the weather guy that's on Wake Up America or Good Morning America, whatever? The black guy, with the glasses. He's bald.
Al
I can't
Roker.
remember his name. Al Roker. He was in it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, I think I'd rather teleport back to the topic.
Yeah, we got way off
because
on that one, huh? Huge
yeah,
tangent.
we did. But I mean, that's what Mel Gibson will do to you. You know what I mean? It's just bring you way off tangent.
You just
I don't know why I
teleported
said singer, by the way. It's David Hasselhoff is in Sharknado 3.
Yeah,
he sang. He's a singer mostly.
He is somewhat, yeah.
Mostly what he's known for is singing, in my opinion.
He was in Baywatch for a while.
You remember the drunk cheeseburger video with him? Hamburger video?
Yep.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Moving back to where we were.
I would definitely rather teleport, guys, because reading minds would kind of be cool in a sense. Yeah, I know it would, but honestly, like, I feel like then you're like, oh, I gotta make like use of this. You know, I feel like it'd be not more stressful, but in a sense, we're teleporting.
Right.
Teleporting would be awesome because you never have to be stuck in traffic. Every time I'm literally in traffic, swearing most of the time, I can't wait if teleporting's ever invented. I'm gonna be so thankful for that. I've said that to myself. Like, I know it probably won't ever happen in our lifetimes.
Neil Tyson, where are you, baby?
Yeah.
Get on that.
It would be fucking awesome. Just be like, oh,
now,
time for work.
This teleporting, is it a function that your body does, like Nightcrawler and the X-Men, or is it a machine that you have that can teleport you wherever you want?
Well, it would have to be, yeah, because I mean, there'd have to be a machine like every location you want to go. So, I mean, I think it would just be more kind of
maybe like a remote that you just press and it teleports you or something. But yeah, the question really is: would you rather be Charles Xavier or Kurt Wagner?
I don't know what any of that means.
I don't know what that means either.
They're two X-Men characters.
Yeah, I've never seen any X-Men movie.
Read a comic book. What's in your life, Josh?
I'm too busy watching Mel Gibson movies. Honestly, What Women Want. Oh my god.
Too busy watching What Women Want every day.
Yeah, so good.
What Women Don't Want? X-Men.
I'd rather teleport.
How many Academy Awards did that movie win? Sorry, Mel Gibson's doing it again. He's getting me off topic. Brian, you rather teleport?
Yeah.
Would you rather watch What Women Want on repeat or watch the Grammys on repeat?
What Women Want.
What Women Want.
That's like, do you want $1 million? You want to cut off your legs? Like, it's basically what you just asked me. Honestly.
Yeah. Gotta go. Mel Gibson all day.
It's so underrated. Why didn't they make a second one? That's what I can't get over.
There will be with like Zac Efron.
Because he figured out what women want. Yeah, Zac Efron.
By the way, Zac Efron, he improved himself a lot. I used to hate him, and he was pure trash. And he definitely was handing everything in a gift basket. But I watched Dirty Grandpa today, and he's really good in it. He's gotten better.
Watch Dave and Mike Need Wedding Dates or something.
He's good in that too. I think. I think he's gotten way better.
I thought you didn't like that movie, Josh.
I liked it. Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Was it Mike and Dave or Dave and Mike? Yeah.
Mike and Dave, whatever it is.
I thought it was funny. I was saying I was
pretty. It's pretty funny. I was pretty I was laughing.
Oh, we actually know who. Taryn didn't like it. That's what it was. She said it started out good and then it turned terrible.
No, I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
And Aubrey Plaza's in that one too. And Anna Kendrick. That's a good cast.
Soup.
Yep.
Soup.
I like Anna Kendrick too.
Yeah, she's got weird knees though. Don't look at him. Don't look at him if you haven't.
Wow.
Anna Kendrick.
Yes, I wouldn't ever be able to date that girl.
Crushes your fantasy.
Look at her legs. They go like this, wicked, boom. They're like two boomerangs against each other.
I gotta look that up right now.
I'm telling you, it's freaky.
Is that from weird. Something, or are you just saying that?
No, what? What is from what?
I didn't know if this is. I didn't know if you were doing a bit or something.
No, it's just me saying this now.
Somebody was saying this. I didn't. Yeah, okay.
No,
I was just
they
curious.
literally do.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess she's got that whole like kind of like cute thing with her cups song and all that. But like, man, I mean, she's just I think a pretty cool actress at this point. You know, I'm over her.
What was that movie with George Clooney? It was like one of the first movies she was in. That's a good movie. Up in the Air.
I haven't seen that.
He's a pilot, and she's like, yeah.
Heard it was pretty good, but I haven't seen it.
It's good.
Well,
in this picture, she looks like she has one knee way lower than the other.
I'm telling you, man, they're all messed up. Granted, I don't want to make fun of her.
This, like, so I'm looking at all these pictures that I'm looking at her of her. She's always doing this weird leg bend where one leg is bent and the other one's straight.
I'm telling you, her knees are all messed up.
She's trying to hide it. She's trying to hide it, dude.
It's so weird. They're almost like backward. Like, I don't know. She's got like signs. You know the movie Signs? She's got like their knees.
Yeah. Oh, weird.
They got like backwards knees. I think of them. That's a Mel Gibson
used to work
too.
with.
See, we're back to Mel Gibson again.
Mel Gibson. He'll never leave our lives.
My God. This is full circle, just like her knees.
This podcast is dedicated to Mel.
Guys, always remember that Jesus is always part of your life, and Mel Gibson made the movie about Jesus. So there you go. He's always with you.
He's always with you.
May Christ be with you.
Was that a stretch?
No, it makes sense. I feel like he's with me every day. Like every day, like at the gym, I'm like one more rep for Gibson. Like I don't know, he just gets me going. You know, I mean, all the Lethal Weapons. What's your favorite? You can't even name a favorite because they're all so good.
Man.
No, the original is the best one. Lethal Weapon 6 is the best one.
Yeah.
He's better director.
Yeah.
Like Apocalypto is good.
Danish twin.
I don't know.
What other movies did you catch that reference at all? Did you?
No, I wasn't. I didn't get it. What's that from?
Yeah, Lethal
Weapon 6 is from Always Sunny.
Yeah, I was just saying. What did they really go up to? Lethal Weapon 4?
I think 4.
That was with Chris Rock.
Yeah.
She was in it. Oh, that was good. They're all so good.
I'm
gonna be
that one.
Now watching Mel Gibson movies,
I don't think
guys.
I've seen 3 either. I think I've only seen 1 and 2.
I've seen them all.
I wonder how many movies he's been in, Mel Gibson.
You know what you do? You watch like Lethal Weapon 1 and 2, then you watch What Women Want, then you watch Lethal Weapon 3 and 4. I'm telling you, it's like halftime. It's like a halftime show. It'll keep you going. Hey, we should do we should do a Lethal Weapon. I mean, Mel Gibson movie marathon. Honestly, I feel like we'll sell tickets.
You know how a lot of people say that all the Pixar movies are in the same universe and it's been confirmed by Pixar or whatever. I wonder if Mel Gibson's movies all take place in the same universe too. Like
that could make sense.
The events of Braveheart led to like The Patriot, which led to What Women Want. Mel Gibson fought for our freedom, and then his great grandson.
Oh my God,
Mel Gibson the 15th.
Jeez.
There's so many
learn how to
splice that together.
So many Mel Gibson movies we could have in a movie marathon.
I know.
The possibilities are endless.
I mean, how can he? How is he not the best best actor of our generation? At least, you know. I'm saying, like, name a better one. You can't.
True.
You can't. Tom Hanks, overrated. Denzel Washington, overrated.
Joaquin Phoenix,
overrated.
Way overrated.
Right?
Underrated, but not better than not better than Mel Gibson, but he's underrated.
Ryan Gosling, underrated.
Oh, yes, we're joking.
Robert De Niro,
Daniel Day-Lewis, way overrated.
Way overrated.
Oh God, he's the worst actor I think of all time.
Yep. Put him in a lineup.
One bad movie he's been in. You can't do it though.
I don't even know what movie has he even been in. I haven't even seen any of his movies.
It's because he changed his character so much you don't even know it's him. I mean, I don't even know what he is. I don't even know what he's like in real life because he just becomes his character.
What if he's really Mel Gibson?
Yeah, he probably is.
Oh wow.
It would make sense.
Mel Gibson is the greatest actor of all time, playing Daniel Day-Lewis, playing another character in a movie.
This whole time.
Holy shit.
I would believe, like, it would make sense. It would make sense. I mean, most Academy Awards ever won, Mel Gibson.
What?
I mean, you can't.
What if Daniel Day-Lewis is Mel Gibson?
That's what I'm. Well, but it's really Mel.
Could be that way,
yeah,
though.
maybe.
It couldn't be that way.
No. His birth certificate says Mel Gibson.
No,
so.
Mel Gibson is Mel Gibson is a character made up by Daniel Day-Lewis, or is it the
Oh,
other way
please
around?
tell me that's not true. Please tell me that's not true. I think Mel Gibson is like the foundation.
Well, I mean, as great of an actor as Mel Gibson is, he's also a psychopath and wicked hates Jews.
Yeah.
Well, that could be an act. We don't know that. Once again, he's the greatest actor of all time. How do you tell? You know what I mean? How do you tell the truth?
All right,
Wait,
mind blown.
no, that was just promotion for that came out right before Passion of the Christ. That was all just promotion, acting.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why are we talking about Mel Gibson again? It's besides the fact
Because-
that he's the greatest actor of all time.
Because we were talking about reading minds and teleporting.
Whenever we talk about, whenever we get in these weird would you rather's, we always go off on tangents, never to even talk about the actual topic. And then we come back to it a half hour later. Oh, so what do you guys think? And then we leave it.
How about this? Would you rather teleport or read Mel Gibson's mind? Read Mel Gibson's mind. That's a landslide.
All day, every day. It'd be God. He probably has so many scripts just going on in his head. Just read his mind, and you can make all the movies that he's thinking of. I wonder what it's like in his head.
I know.
I don't think I can handle it.
I don't know. What do you guys say? Should we all go watch a Mel Gibson movie now? Call it a night.
I'm gonna go watch The Patriot.
I think it's about time dude, Patriot's one of the best movies of all time. That scene where he hacks that guy is so brutal.
I might watch Pocahontas though.
Is Mel Gibson in that?
He's in that movie too, yeah. Yeah, he's of course John Smith.
Good answer. All right, guys. Well, let's say sayonara. What do you say?
Yeah.
All right.
Tune in, guys. We'll see you again next week. And sorry about not coming on last week. We all had shit that came up and we couldn't record. So
too busy celebrating.
Too busy watching Mel Gibson movies. You know what I mean?
We miss you all. Yeah. We were definitely thinking of you. So hopefully you're thinking of us too.
Well, I think we're eventually going to try to get a Twitch. Maybe we can do some live streaming, and we'll do a live stream of our Mel Gibson marathon.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that'd be a good idea.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, we'll be back next week.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Hey guys.
This one goes out to all you true sea dragons out there. This is the end of the show. I want you all to know that we all love you so. Next week we will be back with some new ways to make all of you laugh, but until then, here is Mel Gibson.
And the more I found out, the more you dazzled me.
Oh, you can dazzle me, Mel Gibson.
I mean, shook my world, changed my life, dazzled me.
Dazzle Helen on right now.
And guys like that ex-husband of yours, I mean, he made you feel that the price
Her ex-husband was terrible.
is that you don't get to have love.
She needs love.
Isn't that what you were trying to say the other night?
Oh my God, yes.
You weren't complete, that you weren't really
Complete her, Mel Gibson. Complete her.
everything about you. How smart you are,
Oh, she's so smart.
how good you are.
Oh, she's so good.
Everything just makes me want you even more.
Oh my God, Mel Gibson, you were our throb.
Boy, it sort of looks like I'm here at 1 a.m, being all heroic, trying to rescue you, but
Oh, be my hero. Rescue me, Mel Gibson.
I'm the one that needs to be rescued here.
Oh my God, Melanon, rescue him. Oh, good. See you next week, guys.